Hello there, my name is Rachel. The first time you see my channel, I just talk about animation, and today we are talking about the first episode of the Wingfeather Saga. It's basically a book series that actually asked for money for the fans to make this anime series. At first was they made 1 or 2 episodes just to see what this could be, but ironically the fan base over delivered to $7 billion, so they made basically the first season, the first episode on YouTube, and the next episode on 2 weeks later on the 16th. But besides that, how's the first episode? And of course, some of you are wondering, do you need to know the book to get the series? Not really. The show is sort of newbie friendly. In fact, I didn't know anything about this. I sort of accidentally bumped into it. You started watching the first episode, yeah, I was impressed. Because this whole series is basically kind of like Dragon Prince or The Last Avatar. Have that sort of kind of homey, kind of slice of life, but with magical scenarios. But I love it even more. It sort of slowly start to be dark because you start with a bunch of kids trying to defend themselves away this sort of kind of demon cow or cow vampire, because he has fangs, who could actually eat people, eat trees, eat fruits. It's weird, but kind of funny and out of nowhere, but it kind of grabs your attention. This world is not normal, but I love it that slowly and steadily you hear the adults talking about the town, about the Fang people. Even the kids are sort of talking about them because the Fang people are their masters and the people are their slaves. But it does show you how type grip of these Fang creatures have to the people. In fact, one of the main characters forgot to give a specific tool to the Fang people, and the Fang people comes to their house and threaten them. Once again, this is a friendly show, and it does so well. It's so ominous, and the creatures, the lizard Fang people, are actually pretty dangerous, but at the same time kind of fun. But I love it is how they world built, how slowly they just went to this special event in the town called the Dragon Song event. They're allowed to eat food. It does explain so much while telling you that much, and that is just so well handled. Especially do explain the Fang people are kind of evil in a way, how they abuse the human race. In the top of this, they actually are killing some of the human beings behind their back, specifically capturing them and maybe eating them. I don't know. They lead to something despicable behind the scenes, but we don't know. But we do know is some of the people are basically planting of a coup to take the control of their own lives once again. But just certain conversations here and there, asking themselves, should we fight, should we not? How about you have a backbone to take them over? And they sort of unsure and decide to stop the conversation, and that make it sort of real in a way that, yeah, that's how a real conversation with you want to attack someone or make a war, that I'm certain this is the right decision or not. Or state decision they are, even that is sort of unhappy, unsure. Especially how the humans try different ways to live their lives, but once again, the Fan people are always there quietly while serving them. That's sort of uncertainty, but at the same time very adventurous, because little by little, at least the first episode, the kids are sort of realizing magic exists. I mean, they sort of do and they don't, and that's sort of the interesting, because they sort of hidden and blind the scenario they actually are, and that's why the show grabs you, how they work, but very slow. Especially the 3 kids are actually realizing they actually have magic but not know how to use them. Especially their parents are trying to hide them from the Fang and tell them, just ignore that did not happen. And they're not certain what actually happened. They even have conversation of their grandfather saying, I heard a dragon speak to me, and the grandfather sort of ignores it, like, don't overthink it, boy, just ignore, let's do our job. And that is just so interesting, because you know they're trying to protect the kids, and the kids not really realizing that. But the only problem is the kids are not yet fully developed. You really understand who is who. You got the names, but I'm not gonna waste time naming them because I'm not sure the character type just yet. I need another episode to understand them, but I do understand. I did enjoy it. It's just so well made, at least the first episode, that I highly recommend. Now, the art style is sort of timeless, especially how the coloring is just so interesting. It's sort of like cartoons, or not cartoons, it's sort of animation. It's sort of like a Zelda type of animation, if you know what I'm talking about. Like the one is sort of shaded. Yeah, that's the best to describe it. That's sort of shaded, sort of kind of like Christmas special of Frosty the Snowman. If you've seen those special, that sort of claymation, or better yet, think of it as sort of hoodwinked but done better. Like Hoodwinked, you've seen the movie or seen the art style, it's sort of awful, but they're trying to make it sort of style, they sort of stand out. And Wing Saga did the same thing but improved the art style. Especially, I feel I was sort of watching sort of like Final Fantasy, sort of homey but sort of dangerous feel, that you just want this moment to last super long, and that's just how you feel so great. Especially, you know, this sort of slice of life is a sort of a lie, something that behind the scenes slowly and steadily is coming very dangerous, and the kids not yet fully realize, just slowly and steadily they realize they need to do something, or at least talk to the adults, tell them the truth. Once again, that's why it works so well. It's just done phenomenal. In fact, if you're a fan of the original books, please explain a little bit more of the backstory of the franchise down below if you want to help out and alert other people about this. Once again, watching their channel, the family, is it called a family saga? Something like that. You get the idea. But anyway, have one question. If you see this series, you see the first episode, do you like it? Do you hate it? Tell me down below. Let me know. I got nothing else to say. Just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and have a wonderful day. Bye.